The two cantons Basel City and Basel Region are two so-called half cantons of Switzerland. Basel City, or Basel-Stadt as it's called in German, is the canton with the smallest area in Switzerland, and also it has the highest population density of any canton in Switzerland. It borders France, Germany and the canton of Basel Region. Basel Region also borders France and Germany, as well as the cantons of Basel City, Solothurn, Aargau and Jura. Since my videos about moving to Switzerland are popular, there might be some interest in videos about moving to Basel. And I also lived in Basel City for over 4 years during my IT apprenticeship at Roche, so that's why I would like to give some more insights into the two cantons and address them in a bit more detail. One informative fact is that in 2014 there was a poll to merge the two cantons Basel City and Basel Region. The poll was approved by the majority of the population of Basel City, but it was clearly rejected by the population of Basel Region. In this video, however, I will not make a big distinction between these two half cantons, but rather talk about the greater Basel area, including its outskirts in Basel Region. Basel is a surprisingly international city, attracting workers from abroad due to its geographical proximity to France and Germany, and also due to its many international companies headquartered there. There is also a tree point where the borders of Switzerland, Germany and France meet. Basel is the third largest city in Switzerland, behind Zurich and very close behind Geneva. About 830,000 people live in the metropolitan region, which includes residents across the border in Germany and France. Almost 200,000 inhabitants call the canton of Basel City their home. And that is not surprising, since Basel offers many upsides, which I will talk about soon. Basel is known for the Basel Carnival, for the strong presence of the chemical and pharmaceutical industry, for the wide range of cultural activities Basel has to offer, for the proximity to Germany and France, for the University of Basel, for the Rhine, for the surprisingly sunny climate as we will find out soon, for the autumn and Christmas markets, for the Basel Minster Cathedral, for the Basler Tramli, and for being among the top 10 cities with the highest quality of life worldwide. But as we will find out later, Basel has much more than that to offer. There are two more facts worth knowing before we look at the flag of the two Basel cantons and their economy. Founded in 1460, the University of Basel is the oldest one in Switzerland and one of the oldest ones in Europe. Over centuries, Erasmus of Rotterdam, Paracelsus, Bernoulli, Euler, Nietzsche and Jaspers, among others, have taught and researched at Uni Basel. Basel also played an important role in founding the State of Israel. In 1897, the First World Zionist Congress was held here under the leadership of Theodor Herzl. In total, the Congress was held 10 times in this city until the State of Israel was founded in 1948. Therefore, this city, that is situated on the bend of the Rhine, has been hosting more Zionist congresses than any other city in the world. Let us take a quick look at the flag of both cantons of Basel. The flag of Basel City shows a black crook pointing to the left, also called the Baselstab. It is supposed to represent the crooked crosier of the bishops. Basel Region also shows the Baselstab, but in red color and looking to the right hand side. Let us come to a great upside of moving to Basel, which is the economy. Economically speaking, Basel is Switzerland's second most important metropolitan region after Zurich. The canton of Basel City actually has the highest GDP per capita of all Swiss cantons. However, this is also influenced by the fact that the canton of Basel City is tiny, while the cantons of Zurich and Zug, for instance, include more rural regions. Nevertheless, Basel enjoys an important role in trade due to its favorable location at the border to Germany and France. Basel is one of the world's most important centers of the pharmaceutical industry, which is why it is home to the headquarters of Novartis, Roche, Syngenta, Lonza and many more. Over 94% of Basel's physical export goods are generated by the chemical and pharmaceutical industry, so that is why it is worth taking a closer look at this economic sector. Novartis, with its 103,000 employees and annual sales of over $48 billion, is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies worldwide. About 13,000 workers are employed by Novartis in Switzerland. Sadly, I couldn't find out how many of them are employed in Basel. The Roche Group, with its 101,000 employees and $63 billion in sales, is even the largest pharmaceutical company in the world by sales. It employs 11,300 people in Basel and Kaiseraugst and is active in cancer research as well as virology, neurology and eye diseases. It also owns the two tallest buildings in Switzerland, the Roche Bau 2 Tower at 205 meters and the Roche Bau 1 Tower at 178 meters. I know this is peanuts by international standards, but for Switzerland this is kind of a big deal. The chemical and pharmaceutical industries are strong in Basel. After all, they provide billions in tax revenue every single year. So if you are interested in a job in the chemical and pharmaceutical industry, then it is worth considering moving to Basel. But also many banks and insurance companies have offices in Basel. For instance, the headquarters of the Bank of International Settlements is located here. Basel also plays an important role in transportation. The airline Swiss has its headquarters here, but also Panalpina and SBB Cargo are represented in Basel. The Basel SBB railway station is one of the largest ones in Switzerland, and the station Basel SNCF and Badischer Bahnhof, as well as the marshalling yard in Muttenz, are also important. Furthermore, tourism plays a role in the economy. Baselbiet is known for its picturesque Jura landscapes, especially in the Oberbaselbiet. There are many tourist attractions, from the Roman colony town of Augusta Raurica, which is impressive and I can only recommend a visit, to many castles and places, for example in Arlesheim, the Wildenstein Castle, the Angenstein Castle, the castles in Bottmingen and Binningen, or even the Arlesheim Cathedral. Let us also take a look at the median wages. In northwestern Switzerland, men earned a median of 7,038 francs and women 6,251 francs. This corresponds to an equivalent of $7,680 per month for men and $6,820 for women. The unemployment rate is at 3.4% in Basel City and at 2.4% in Basel region. If you are interested in more videos about Switzerland, feel free to check out my Switzerland playlist, where you find more videos about other cantons as well. If you have an idea which country I should cover next, please let me know down in the comments. This video is part of a video series that covers informative facts and the migration procedure of many countries around the globe. I've created videos for countless countries worldwide. You can find the playlist linked in the description below. But let's return to Basel. What are the main upsides of moving to Basel and what needs to be considered? The largest foreign-born populations living in Basel are the Germans, followed by the Italians and Turks. In the period from 1970 to 2005, over 51,000 Swiss citizens left the city of Basel and moved to the surrounding countryside. During the same period, about 12,000 foreigners moved into the city, but the net decrease of 39,000 residents still resulted in the fact that Geneva overtook Basel in terms of population in the mid-1990s. The exodus of high-income citizens who moved away due to high tax rates was also a problem for Basel. The tax burden in Basel, at least in Basel City, is something to consider in case you are interested in moving to Basel. But what are the main upsides of moving to Basel? First of all, since Basel is part of Switzerland, it inherits many upsides of moving to Switzerland, for instance direct democracy, political stability, or the central location in Europe. As mentioned earlier, the economy of Basel is strong. Many of the chemical and pharmaceutical companies, but also many other large corporations such as the Coop Group or companies active in mechanical engineering, are looking for well-qualified employees. The high median wages are certainly also an upside of moving to Basel, but also the nature should not be forgotten. The Rhine characterizes the city, and on its promenade, residents enjoy a relaxing time in summer. Thanks to its location to the Rhine Valley, the city of Basel enjoys a Mediterranean airflow, resulting in a mild sunny climate. In autumn, there is little fog compared to the Swiss Midlands. It rains comparatively little, about 20% less than in Zurich. Also, one can enjoy more hours of sunshine in Basel than in Zurich, and also higher average temperatures. Therefore, various plant species, such as the tropical touch-me-not plant or even fig trees, seem to have a good time in Basel. Summers can be very hot, while winters are usually mild compared to the rest of the German-speaking part of Switzerland. I can confirm this. While in Zurich the winters are very grey and foggy, this is not that much of a problem in Basel. Basel culture is also an upside worth mentioning. Basel is even considered the cultural capital of Switzerland according to Wikipedia. With about 40 museums and a wide range of cultural activities, Basel is an important cultural center in Europe, especially in relation to its size and population. Basel is famous for its numerous art and cultural institutions. Another advantage is the high quality of life. Basel ranks 10th among all cities worldwide according to the Mercer's Quality of Life comparison. Zurich and Geneva are ranked even better, but still, at least according to this comparison, only 9 cities offer a higher quality of life. Another advantage is the proximity to Germany and France. Trips to France and Germany or to the Jura Mountains are easily possible. Residents take advantage of the proximity to France and Germany by making large grocery purchases abroad thanks to lower costs. In terms of landscapes, Basel and its surroundings also have a lot to offer. As already mentioned, Basel city and region are characterized by hilly landscapes. The highest point is the Hintere Eck at 1169 meters above sea level. There are also many forests, small villages surrounded by fields and some rivers. But how much does it cost to live in Basel? If you live off $3,000 a month in Denver, Colorado, you will need about $4,220 a month for the same quality of life in Basel. This makes living in Basel a whopping 40% more expensive than living in Denver. So it is worth it to accumulate some savings before deciding to move to Basel. But as we saw earlier, incomes are also high. There are very few downsides that you should consider in case you are moving to Basel. The canton of Basel City is considered to be a rather unattractive canton in terms of taxes. Some municipalities in the canton of Basel region are more tax-friendly. Also, you cannot expect a vibrant big city life in Basel, but this is the case in all of Switzerland. The Alps are also far away by Swiss standards. Other than that, Basel might be a destination worth considering. But what needs to be done in order to move to Basel? I have covered the pros and cons of moving to Switzerland in a whole separate video. There I describe what needs to be done in order to move to Switzerland. You can find the link below in the video description.